Hey guys, what's up? It's Jackie. Thanks for tuning in. Today I have a very fun video for you guys. It's not luxury related, but it is still a fun, cute little video. It's basically a get ready with me quarantine check-in. I'm just going to be doing my makeup on camera, a step-by-step instructions or step-by-step how to get this look. This is my everyday basic, very basic makeup look. So if you're interested on how I get this look, just keep on watching. So this is what I look like without any makeup or lashes on. I know I look super barefaced. It's crazy. But yeah, so we're just gonna get started. We're gonna do a step-by-step of just what I do, how I get ready. We're going to prime first, and I'm using the Milk Hydrogrip primer. I live by this stuff. This stuff is so good. I've used a few primers and this one has worked the best out of everything. It really does keep my makeup on. I usually do 2 pumps, so it's kind of like a little glob. But yeah, so I use 2 pumps and I kind of just dab it all over on my forehead, my chin, and then my cheeks. And then rub it in. It is so hot today, you guys. So next I go in my foundation and I'm using Milk. This one is in color medium light, and so this one works really well. I like this one a lot. I've actually been using this one for I think 2 years now. This is so easily buildable, so I really just go in with just a little bit. Next, I go in with my beauty blender and I just blend it all out. Don't forget to blend in the hairline. That's a very important step because you don't want to see the difference from your scalp from your forehead. So make sure you're blending that in. Fun fact, I never had a widow's peak until middle school, and this is because I actually got gum stuck in my hair right here in middle school in like 7th grade. So I had to like chop off like so much hair and it just never grew back the same. Can you guys like see the difference already? I don't know if you can, but this side is more like pink and this side is more like even, if that makes sense. I pretty much use the excess amount of whatsoever left on my sponge, and I'll just wipe down my neck. Okay, so face is done. I look like an egg. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my skin tone is just more even now, which is really good. Next, we're gonna go with concealer, and I'm using ColorPop No Filter concealer in light 10. So this concealer, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite either. So we're just gonna keep using it until I get tired with it. The way I do concealer is kind of weird. I do it like one side at a time. I also use an eyeshadow brush for my concealer. So we're just going to dab a little bit underneath the eyes. And then we're gonna go in with our eyeshadow brush and just blend it all out. The thing with this concealer is that I do notice that I get cakey with it, like pretty easily. And that's obviously not good because you don't want to look cakey. So I try not to do so much at a time, even though I think I just did a lot. Because I just want to build it out, if that makes sense. And then don't forget your lid, because that's important too. I might add more actually. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, this side just has just a little bit more coverage compared to this side. And then we're gonna do the next side. You want to blend it outwards and upwards just to give you like an awake look. Okay, and then on the eyelid again. I usually, when I blend it out on the eyelid, I just usually use my finger. But since it's so hot today, my hands right now are literally sweating. Does anyone else have that problem? Like, it's like a internal problem. Like, you have this excessive like sweat gland or something. It's ridiculous. Lastly, you're gonna use it on your nose, and I just do a little tiny bit on my nose. I used to do it on my forehead, but then my forehead started getting way too cakey. And you can't have that. So I'm just gonna blend it down my nose and then blend it upwards in this little area. But yeah, so going back to my sweaty hands, it's also in my feet as well. So I have extremely sweaty feet, and even in the winter, like, they're profusely sweating. And the only way to fix it is if you get surgery, which is like $3 to $5 grand. And they make like an incision right here, and they like nip out the sweat gland, so you just stop sweating. Or you can get Botox, but Botox only lasts about 6 months, so you would have to keep getting them done over and over again, but they would just inject Botox in your hands. And I don't really know if I want that either, just because it would be so repetitive. Next is my favorite step, and we're going to contour. So I'm using the Clinique Chubby stick. This doesn't have a color name. It literally actually is just this shade only, but you can get this at Sephora. So I go on the jawline, I go on the cheeks, I go down the nose, and then I go on the forehead. And then I just go in with my concealer brush. I just blend it all out. I love contouring because it just makes your face look snatched. Like, snatched. So, it looks good. I usually get ready in the bathroom, but for today's purpose of filming, I'm doing it in my room. There's not much lighting. I kind of like this dim light setting feeling mood. So when it comes to contouring the cheeks, I always pucker my lips. It helps me sculpt out like my cheekbones. So I don't know if you can really tell, but this side has some warmth now compared to the rest of my face. Okay, So contouring the nose for me is a little bit hard just because I don't have a small brush. So I use the same brush. And nose contouring is my favorite because it literally will give you a different nose. Like, I don't know who I was before contouring in general, but I really don't know who I am without my nose contour. I go down my nose, I go up my nose into my brow area as well, and then I make sure I get the nostril, like the tip of my nose kind of, and then same for this side. You want to chisel your nose, and then the same thing, I'll go up and then I'll go down. And then last but not least, you're gonna blend out the forehead area. Remember to blend within the hairline because you don't want a separation on your face. So I'm just gonna go in circular motions and start blending this bad boy out. I also blend down to my temples because this just gives my face a more warmer look. So don't forget to do that. Blend, blend, blend. We love blending. And then same thing down to my temples. And already you can tell that my face just looks much warmer. So I still look like an egg, but an even toned egg. So how's quarantine for you guys? I've been literally at home, haven't gone anywhere besides Target like every 2 or 3 weeks. See, the thing is, quarantine, that was kind of my lifestyle already. I'm naturally a homebody, so I'm an introvert. I love being at home already. So with all these people at home in general, like the community, I'm just like, damn, like, it's so weird. After I contour, I go in with my translucent powder. This is by Mercier. You guys have probably seen, there's a glare, but you guys have probably seen this product everywhere. So many YouTubers and people in general use this product. So the thing I don't like about this product is that you have to empty it, or at least this is how I empty it. I just don't like doing that, but whatever. So you're gonna go in with your damp beauty blender again, and I just press a little bit and I just pat this under my eye area. Don't go overboard because obviously I don't want to look cakey, and for me looking cakey is like so easy to do. And then I don't really chisel out my jaw lines either because I don't know, I just can't sometimes. And then we're gonna do the same for this side. I always have to like do it multiple times. I don't know if you can tell, I don't go too overboard with my setting powder, just enough to like make it look good. I don't know. While that sets, I usually let that set for like 5 minutes. We are gonna do brows. Doing brows is my favorite. So first, when I do brows, I go in with this really old Tarte double-ended brow brush, and so I use the spoolie side and I just brush out my brows so that they're a little bit in shape. Next, I go in with my brow pencil and like literally look at this thing, you guys. It's so freaking small. I've used this to the bone. This is by Ofra and I don't know the shade. It's all faded. So I don't even know if you guys can actually see that, but it's literally so tiny. I have like literally used it and sharpened it so many times, but I just use this and I go in very lightly just to kind of sketch it out to give me an idea. I don't know if you can tell, but already you can kind of tell. And then I go in on the other side, do the same thing. Yeah, this is my absolute favorite. I think it's just in the shade brown. I really don't know. Okay, I go in with Tarte's Big Ego, and this is in shade medium cool brown, and I was really kind of hesitant to use this at first because I've been using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip brow pomade, and you know, like everyone swears by it, but I was kind of getting tired of the formula, so I decided to try this one. And I kind of like this one a little bit more just because the texture is a little bit different. Like it has like this moussey feel, so a little definitely goes a long way. And I really like this color because it is like an ashy brown. I couldn't find that with the Anastasia one because it would always be like a dark brown, which is fine, you know, I used it for like 2-3 years, but this one gives off like a cool ashy like toned brown, and I like it a lot. Like I said, a little goes a long way. And then I just start carving out my brows. So I outline them first. I have to have like all the focus in the world when I do my brows, because I want them to look sharp and good. Oh, I think I already messed up. Let's see. Hopefully that looks okay. But outline the top as well, and then with the leftover product, so once I've outlined everything and filled it in, I use a leftover product, and then I slightly, very faintly fill in the beginning of my brows. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Very faintly wiping it. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but you see how in the beginning right here it looks a little bit more faint, and then along the way it's just filled in, it's carved, and it just looks sharp. Okay, so now we're going to do the same for the other side.
Scrap a little bit, because you can always build it up. You can always take it off too, but that would be such a hassle, so we don't want to do that. And I've noticed that my brows aren't really identical. Like, they're shaped, but this one slightly has a better arch than this one. This one's more curved.
That look better. Okay. So once that is done, I actually kind of slayed my brows today. Okay, so next we're going to do blush, and I actually have the ColorPop X Bretman blush. So if you guys know Bretman Rock on YouTube, he has his own makeup line with ColorPop. So I actually picked one up, and it's called Ooh, She's Blushing. So I go in with not a blush brush, but this is actually just like, it's just a blending brush. It's an eyeshadow blending brush, but I like how small it is, so I can actually just like kind of be direct with where I put the blush on. So I just swipe and I smile, and I put it on the apple of my cheeks, and then I blend upwards as well. Makes you look alive. Like, blush makes you just look alive. Concealer makes you look awake. Contour and bronzer makes you look like you have warmth on your face. But blush makes you look like you have blood in you, you know? So already my face is starting to look more put together. I don't look like a thumb. Not as much anymore, at least. Last step for face, I wipe off all of the excess that I put on before. And I mean, it wasn't a lot anyways to begin with, but it was something. I'm naturally super oily, so this is actually my favorite step. And last but not least, we're gonna start doing eyes. I definitely do not miss falsies. I definitely do not miss mascara either. Like, it's just so messy. And since I have like smaller eyes, like my mascara after like 30 minutes of wearing it, it smudges really badly, like on the corner of my eyes right here. So I'm constantly like touching up every time. So it's just more annoying than anything. With extensions, you don't have to worry about anything, you know, it looks like you already have lashes on, obviously. My time to get ready literally is cut in half. So I'm just using a simple black eyeliner. This is by NYX. I'm also really bad at tight lining. Like, some people can do this so well, but I can't. Okay. So I am going to clean up the mascara residue, but first I'm going to do liquid eyeliner. For my liquid eyeliner, I use the same. It's by NYX, and it's actually called Matte Liquid Eyeliner. Pretty straightforward. I live by this. The tip of it is great. Okay. So I'm not going to do a winged look. I'm just going to draw the black line on. And I am so bad with liquid eyeliner, like, you guys. Probably looks so dumb right now. Okay, so I'm going to do lashes off camera. Alright, we're back. I have my lashes on. They were a struggle to put on, but they're on finally. Just letting you guys know, I'm using Koko lashes in Dashin, and so ever since I had to wear lashes again, I've been going to these ones. They just look simple and just cute. So, lashes on fleek. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with my mascara again, and then I'm going to do my bottom lashes. I don't put on too much, just enough so that it looks like something's there. I also don't use eyeliner for my waterline because it just gets extremely smudgy afterwards. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go in with my brow gel. This is by Maybelline. It's called Brow Drama. And this is probably my favorite brow gel as well. It really keeps the hairs in place, which is great. And last but not least, I have my Modern Renaissance palette. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use this to just touch up my face and really highlight the areas. And you can tell I really only use like 3 shades. But I'm gonna go in Vermeer, which is this one right here. I'm gonna take a little dab of it and I just dot it on my nose. And I love highlighting with this color. I mean, I know it's an eyeshadow palette, but it works as highlighter too. I absolutely love it. It really does make my nose pop. And it just looks so good. So I'm going to use Vermeer with Tempera, which is right here. So I'm just going to use both, dust it off, and I'm going to use this as a brow highlight And this is also probably my favorite brow highlight. I'm going to go in with my favorite lippy ever, and that is Tarte's Lippy Lingerie. This is in color Exposed. It just looks amazing. It's the perfect nude for my color. I absolutely love it. Well, there you have it. Thanks for getting ready with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.